You probably can't see me because it's dark. Don't you hate when you sleep too much? Or you sleep too little? I've never figured out what's the best amount of sleep I should get. I mean, oh, look at that light. I should probably get started. Let me get my glasses. Let's get this drawing day started. I also hate how my hair looks when I wake up. I just need a haircut. Yeah. You know, I don't really understand why or how YouTubers show their like genuine personality. I find that really hard to do. I don't know. We're just gonna cut to a cool transition. Yeah, alright, let's go. Alright, look a little cleaner now. Got fresh clothes. I already feel a lot better. Trying to find what's the best camera angle. Does this look better? I just realized I do a lot of smacking noises. I don't like that. My lips are crusty. Hair on this side is weird bulge thing out. Don't like that. See, I did it again right there. Well, let's start drawing for real now. On this page. Alright, thanks for sticking by, hopefully, through that whole awkward intro. What do you guys think of this, like, weird vlog mix with my drawings? I don't know, something new. I've never tried doing that, and it was very weird, but fun at the same time. Also, thank you guys for subscribing. Really means a lot. We're at 350 now. That's crazy. Let's insert that applause effect again. But in all seriousness, thank you guys. Yeah, it really means a lot. Okay, for today's topic, I wanted to be very brief and very, like, a pretty easy video to do and just talk about in general. And it's basically how I, myself, personally, I warm up when I'm drawing. This is like raw footage of me legit. I had just woken up and I hadn't even sketched anything down. As you can see, my proportions are super off, but that's okay. I'm warming up. So with me, I don't know, sometimes, some days I'll warm up by drawing shapes, but I find it very challenging to warm up with figure studies. It is challenging to just go right at it with figures, but it's fun. I don't know why I like doing it. I think it's because the muscles and the body are just like it's just a giant puzzle. And for me, I don't know what it is. It's very fun trying to figure out this very complicated structure of the body. But that's just me. Everyone warms up differently, so please, I strongly encourage you to try something else. Don't just try replicating what I'm doing. I've seen other artists with they just draw lines, or they get color out and just start doing abstract color work with marks. There's different ways to warm up the muscles, and it just depends on you. It's all personal preferences. But yeah, what I like doing is after a couple of sketches, I don't know what it is, but I draw one pose, and then that one pose, I try breaking it down. So the first one was very loose and exaggerated, and the proportions were all over the place. The second one, I try to be a little more loose with it. And the third pose, I try to look at the forms of the body. And then I try playing around with, what if I moved it this way, and what if I moved it that way? And then I try playing around, what if I move the arm in this direction and maybe tilt the pelvis just a little bit to the left or right? Just trying little things like that. It's very engaging. But what about you guys? How do you warm up before you start drawing? Leave a comment below. I love reading what you guys are thinking. Going back to the topic, I think it's very important to warm up before drawing, because I feel like a lot of us overlook this. And I mean, you know what's cool about warming up? Your drawings don't have to look perfect. It really like helps you think, hey, not every drawing I make is going to be a masterpiece. I think it also relieves some stress with that perfectionist part that we artists have. So I guess another warm-up tip would be take at least 5 to 10 minutes before starting a big project and just doodle whatever you want. It can be shapes, it can be lines, very simple stick figures, very simple figures. It can be whatever, it's up to you. I personally love going to Pinterest or this other website. It's called Line of Action. There's like hundreds of free nude models, references you can draw from. Those websites always help me out when I need to warm up or even find references that I'm confused on. For example, maybe I want to draw the torso, and I'll just type in torso references, and then bam, I get like hundreds of different studies. Right now drawing Spider-Man poses. He's my favorite character, and something about Spider-Man being very loose and not really being constrained by the rules of anatomy is very fun to draw. You can go crazy with the proportions, you can go crazy with how the torso and the pelvis are orientated. My biggest influence with who broke the barriers of how Spider-Man can look is Todd McFarlane. His Spider-Man was always dynamic, even though the anatomy wasn't perfect. He very much well defined how comic books, or you can exaggerate the body of any figure, not just Spider-Man. And as you can see, I'm not even drawing the muscles. Quite literally, sometimes I just draw lines. Sometimes the line is very powerful, it's very decisive, and it doesn't need to follow the rules of anatomy like I had mentioned. Sometimes all the muscles and bumps in here and there, they do strain the rhythm or the movement of certain gestures. So as an artist, you kind of have to know how can I get away with exaggerating a line to make it look like the muscles are there, but they're really not. And I also really like just adding a bunch of zigzag lines for webs. When I try drawing Spider-Man or even like very quick gesture poses, the thighs, they always remind me of like a weird bean shape. Once you figure out form, the bean shape, you can just move it however you feel like it. I think a good example is some animators, they have to learn how to animate the bean, and that represents the torso. And yeah, there's like a pinch and a stretch, and that actually goes in hand with muscles in general. If you can master a pinch and press, you can almost figure out anatomy pretty easily. I say easily, but to be honest, you still have to put all the practice and all the work. I'm gonna let the rest of this time lapse play out and just have a couple thoughts at the end. If you guys enjoyed, and if you're still around, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, comment, or sharing it with your friends. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. So I just got done recording myself, how I warm up. I hope you found it useful. Know what you guys think with like this whole vlog style and making videos. It helps me trying to be more comfortable around the camera, build some kind of confidence. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, guys, thumbs up.
ただいま。おかえりなさい。